Alright, good morning, guys. I'm not in the classroom today, but I do want you to go ahead and get started on the review for IA number 3. So tomorrow, I'm gonna check that that you have the notes. So this packet that I'm giving you that you just picked up, you do not throw it away. It is for a grade tomorrow. You have a separate grade also for the IA3 review. The other one you picked up looks like this. So on these reviews, guys, what you guys are responsible for, day 1, which is today, you all need to complete numbers 1 through 18. Okay, so everything I go over in this video right now, you will have in those questions 1 through 18. You shouldn't have to skip any of them. You're gonna go through them, okay? So this things to remember right here. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you about this tomorrow. It's just equations. But one of the ones that we will need for today is the dot product. Which looks like this, u dot v. This one is u1 v1 plus u2 v2. Okay, we're going to use it right now. Another one that we're going to use is going to be the conversions. So from moving rectangular to polar, okay, my r is going to be x squared plus y squared and my theta is going to equal tangent negative 1 y over x. We're used to seeing it like this. So we'll go through it right now so that you can see. Excuse me. So first problems that we're going to go over, something that looks like this, 3u plus v. And from the quizzes and even on the test that you took maybe like 2 weeks ago, I didn't see a lot of problems with these. So again, we're just going to go through them very quickly. First, I need to multiply the u by 3. So I'm going to write u, this is u, 2 and negative 1, multiplied by 3, plus v. So first thing I want to do is distribute, so this is going to be 6 and negative 3, plus 5 and 3. Okay, and so this is the mistake I do see on y'all's papers when you make it. You want to add these two numbers and then these two numbers, but that's not the case. You have to add the x with the x, the y with the y. So 6 plus 5 and negative 3 plus 3. So it's going to be 11 and 0. Okay, and again, this is in component form. If I want to write this in linear form, it's going to be 11i plus 0j, which is just 11i. So next one, orthogonal and parallel vectors. Okay, so they won't ask you about parallel. Okay, so the only thing we're going to check is do we have an orthogonal figure, or excuse me, vector. And to check that, we're going to use the dot product, u1 v1 plus u2 v2. So that's what you're going to check. And remember, if this equals 0, that's orthogonal. That's what we're looking for. So this is 2 times negative 9 plus 18 times 1. So negative 18 plus 18. This equals 0. This one is orthogonal. If I check that over here, again, doing the same thing, 3 times 9 plus negative 2 times negative 6. So this is 27 plus 12 equals 39. That's not 0, so not orthogonal. Okay, so Okay, so this one's the one that you shouldn't struggle with, guys. This one's just plotting point. So remember, when you're plotting these points, you start first with the angle, so theta. So here I want to go to 120 degrees. I see it right here. I want to go straight to the middle, and then I want to go a radius of 1 out, so 1 out. That's point A. We'll call this point A. Pi over 3, so I want to go to pi over 3. Here I am, pi over 3. You go straight to the middle. So it's telling me to go 2 out, so 1 and 2. Okay. So the one you need to remember is well, let me change this one. Okay, well, negative 45. So I'm going to go to the 45 degree. Negative 45 is directly across the x-axis. So when the theta is negative, you have to go down. So if I started down here at 315 and it said negative 315, you go up. So 45, negative 45 is here at 315. So I'm going to go straight to the center again, and then I go 1, 2, 3 up. Okay, and let's go ahead and change this problem here. Let's call this negative 4 and 30 degrees. So here I want to go to 30, but now the r is negative. So when the r is negative, that's when you go across. You follow the line. So 30 degrees, go to the middle, and then I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So keep that in mind. And that they get questions like that, they should be easy for y'all. So don't get them wrong. Last one's here. Finding the polar coordinate based off this rectangular one. So these right here, first off, I know that they're not polar because I don't see either a degree sign or the pi symbol. So that's not an angle. This is x and this is y. Okay. So I know that my conversion for r is this right here. X squared plus y squared. So here, this is going to be square root of 2 squared plus negative square root of 2 squared, which really doesn't matter because it's just going to be, these will cancel. So this is 2 plus, again, these cancel, plus 2 square root of 4, which is 2. So my r is 2. The angle, you're going to need a unit circle, but this is just going to be square root of 2 divided by square root of 2, negative square root of 2. So when I divide these two numbers, guys, this equals 1. So I want to find where on the unit circle does my tangent equal 1. So if I were to look at my unit circle, and I'll draw it over here. Okay. Remember these, if I look at a number right here, square root of 2, square root of 2 over 2. If I divide these two numbers, remember the y divided by the x, this is at 45 degrees. This will equal 1, but I need it to equal, negative 1, negative sign. So remember for tangent it's just the first 180 degrees, so here at 135 degrees I have square root of 2 over 2, negative square root of 2 over 2. If I divide these two numbers, it equals negative 1. So this is 135 degrees. Or 3 pi over 4. Same thing. So theta here would be 3 pi over 4. Okay. So I'm going to leave you with just this one example here. Okay. print you all some unit circles as well so that you can use them. So keep the unit circle as well. Okay, so I'll see you all tomorrow.